Sam, was a 4-0 defeat on the road in the end to York City, but what were your thoughts on the performance overall?
I just said to the boys there, they've run their absolute socks off for 90 minutes, and it almost feels bad to say off the back of a 4-0 defeat, but they've run hard, they've tried to do everything that we've asked them to do. What we can't accept is the sloppy goals that we've given away. We understand that, but ultimately we've asked them to play a certain way away from home at York, and I think in the big moments, I think you probably saw the difference in quality, difference in fitness and physicality, and at the end of the day, the moments that they had to capitalise on us, they punished us. They've got killers in their team. They're a good outfit. We know that Stuart's doing a great job with these boys, and it's a massive club for this division. So I think in those big moments they capitalised, and unfortunately we didn't. We got punished. So yeah, really disappointed with a 4-0 loss. But in terms of effort and heart, the boys didn't stop for 90 minutes. So have to give them credit for that.
Yeah, and in terms of the effort that they've put in, is that a lot down to sort of the aggressive way it looked like you asked them to play?
Yeah, listen, we looked at them thoroughly. We had a game plan, and I think, to be fair, for 20 minutes it was working, especially in the first half. And I think we've created opportunities off the back of that. And I think it was Omar Musa that's done fantastic on the press. He goes through and misses a target, and then 2 minutes later they go up the other end, and I think it was Malachi Walcott that scores the first one. And that was a difference. That's the game. Unfortunately, you have moments at one end of the pitch, and we got punished at the other end. So yeah, like I say, for long periods of that game, I thought we had them on the ropes at times. But yeah, gutted, to be honest.
Yeah, before the game, we announced that Tero Ajumana joined the club on loan for initial 1 month.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, listen, we've obviously lost Anthony Giorgio in the last week through an Achilles problem, and also we lost Alfie Massey, who's out for a long period of time. So I think probably the fans saw, and we're patching a few up at the moment. Again, that's the game, and we're up against York, who've got a fantastic budget and a full-time outfit, professional outfit, and we're patching up bodies, doing our work in a part-time capacity, but the boys are trying so hard. We've brought T in to help the group. We know he comes in with a great pedigree, with his academy background. He wasn't getting the game time that he wanted at Morecambe off the back of his sending off. So I've known T for a long time, so he's come in today only having trained a week. So listen, you saw the effort. Omar Musa coming off with cramp, Dylan Kaji put an absolute shift in. So T came in, he done a job in there, and he's going to be required. Or everybody's going to be required now for the next couple of weeks. We've got a tough schedule coming up. We've got to patch a few bodies up also, and we've got to get through it together. And like I say, the boys aren't in a bad place. I know we've lost 4-0 today, which is of course disappointing, but we're off the back of 5 unbeaten prior to this, still in both cup competitions, doing well. So we have to stay positive, and we've got a way of doing things, and we're going to continue to keep pushing.
Yeah, and Conor McAvoy, he made his 50th appearance today.
Brilliant.
How big a part of the squad is he, and your plans going forward?
Brilliant. Macca, off the back of his injury issues that he's had, to come back in and put in performances like he has done. He's a class act. He's a lovely human being, and he gives 100% every game. So big congratulations to him. 50 appearances for anyone, but for doing it for our club, I'm very proud of him for doing so. And we just got to try and keep him in the team as long as possible, and try and keep him fit, and he's only going to benefit us going forward.
And just lastly, we were followed up the road by good numbers by the Stones faithful. Yeah. Kept singing despite the scoreline as well. Just what did that mean to you and the boys? Yeah,
I think me knowing the fans and how they react after games, and they could see the effort that these boys are putting in and trying constantly on a consistent basis. I think they appreciate that from my time being here at the club as a player, coach and manager. They appreciated that today, and although we've lost 4-0, like I say, I keep saying the goals we conceded aren't good enough, but they see the effort that these boys are trying game by game, week by week, and like I say, we just have to keep pushing, and this club's going in the right direction. I know that.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.